Hi everyone, welcome back to Shama Group of Companies, and we welcome you back from our last video. Now this is another episode, and today before we go to our topic, I want to introduce our professor. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
Yes.
Thank you. Welcome, viewers.
Yeah.
My name is Professor Joseph Madhudungu.
Yeah.
I am a veterinarian and a farmer.
Yeah.
We want to welcome you to our channel.
Yes.
Where we tell you how we manage our livestock.
Yes.
In the Shama dairy farm.
Yeah.
Based on our professional knowledge and our hands-on experience. In the event that you have any questions, you can ask us.
Yeah.
If there is a topic that we have not dealt with and you are interested in, or we would like us to repeat, please let us know.
Yeah.
If you like to our videos, please press the subscribe button. If you want to be notified when we post a new video, please press the notification button and subscribe.
Yes.
So welcome to Shama Dairy Farm.
Yes, and today we are talking about cow breeding. But before we go straight to the topic, kindly tell us the common types of breeds in Kenya.
So in Kenya, there are 4 dairy breeds that are quite common. And they are all exotic breeds, meaning that the original breeds were imported from outside Kenya.
Yes.
They are 4 in number.
Yeah.
We have the Friesian.
Yes.
And related to the Friesian is Holstein, which I'll explain the difference.
Yes.
And then we have Ayrshire, we have Guernsey, and we have Jersey.
Yes.
The Friesian originated from Europe. Then Holstein originated from the US.
Yes.
Then we have Ayrshire's, which originated from Scotland. And then we have Guernsey and Jersey, which originated from the respective islands in Europe.
Yes.
Yes.
That is in Kenya. Now let us come to Shama Holdings Farm. Now, which types of breeds do we have here?
So in Shama Holdings, we focus on 2 breeds. And the reason why we do that is because we look at, number 1, the quantity of milk that we are producing.
Yeah.
And number 2, the quality of the milk.
Yes.
So the first breed is the Friesian breed.
Yes.
And as I said, we have Friesian and we have Holstein. Both of them, the identification physically is that they have black and white patches. If you look at this one, this one is a Friesian.
Yes.
She has black and white patches.
Yeah.
And that black and the white can vary depending on the animal and also whether it is a Holstein. A Holstein has more white than
the black one. Okay.
So when we talk about breeding, we will find that there may be farmers who want more black than white.
Yes.
Or more white
than black.
That one depends on the preference, and that is important when you are talking about breeding. Now the Friesian is amongst the 4 breeds that I mentioned. Is the one that produces the largest volume of milk.
The Friesian.
The Friesian. The Friesian or the Holstein. They produce the largest volume of milk.
Yes.
However, that large volume of milk, when you consider it in terms of quality, and here we look at the fat content, it is called the butterfat content in the milk. For the Friesian, it is the lowest amongst the 4 breeds that I mentioned. So much as it has high volumes of milk, it doesn't have as much butterfat as the other 3 breeds.
Yes.
So that is one of its advantages. The other advantages, of course, is the big size. So if you are talking about if you have bulls and you want to rear them, then you get a huge.
The best type to choose is a Friesian.
You get a huge animal.
Yes.
If you are now talking about beef breeds.
Yeah.
However, it also has a number of disadvantages.
Okay.
Number 1 is that it eats a lot.
Okay.
So if you want to keep a Friesian or a Holstein,
Yeah.
you must know where your fodder is coming from.
Yes.
Because fodder is the one that costs a lot
Yeah.
when it comes to
Maintaining
keeping
the
dairy.
fish. Yeah.
So compared to the other animals,
Yeah.
it eats a lot.
Uh-huh.
It also needs closer monitoring when compared to the other breeds,
Yeah.
because they get to fall sick easily.
Okay.
In terms of the common diseases,
Yes.
even diseases relating to milk production. There is a condition known as milk fever, where immediately after it calves,
Yeah.
they can develop that condition, and that is in the breeds that produce large volumes of milk.
Yeah.
Again, when you look at the presentation of the animal, the black is black because there is a pigment, and that pigment is important in protecting against the harmful rays of the sun.
Oh, the black pigment.
Yeah, the white it does not have pigment.
Yeah.
And that one, there are certain rays of the sun. If that animal is going to stay in the sun for extended periods, it could be affected by that intense heat. There are certain light wavelengths that tend to affect the white skin.
Yeah.
There is also a plant that is found in the fodder that the cows eat, and it has a chemical which goes under the skin. If that chemical gets hit by certain rays of light, it becomes warm and it hits the skin. So you will find animals that are being grazed, Friesian animals that are being grazed out there, that are in the sun for extended periods of time. They tend to have some scars or wounds in the white areas.
Yes.
It is because of that reaction between that chemical that is in that part of the skin and certain harmful rays of the sun. That condition is called photodynamic sensitization. That chemical gets sensitized.
And
so that's the other problem.
Is there a way to prevent that disease? Because there would be a farmer who has a cow that has that condition. Is there a way that maybe you can prevent that condition?
The only way to prevent is to avoid direct sunlight, because it is affected by when you have certain rays of the sun interacting with that particular chemical that is found in the fodder, then you get that. But if you have cows that are kept indoors like this one, then the likelihood that you have that risk is lower. The other problem that they have, the Friesians, is that they tend to develop cancer of the skin. And that cancer of the skin, you could find it in the eyes. The eye has a third eyelid, and sometimes it gets cancer of the skin. You might find that also in the birth area. They tend to get affected by that compared to the other breeds of livestock.
Now that is Friesian.
That is Friesian. The other one is the Ayrshire, and here we have an example of an Ayrshire. The Ayrshire is in general white and brown. The white is white, but the brown tends to have different shades. We will show you others where the shade is a bit different. Now, the difference between the Ayrshire and the Friesian is, number one, the milk production is slightly lower than the Friesian. So that's number one. Number two, it tends to eat less
than the Friesian.
Number three, the milk has a higher butter fat content than the Friesian. And that is why we prefer to keep both Ayrshire and Friesian, because what we are losing in the Friesian, we compensate
with
from the Ayrshire. Because the Ayrshire, the butter fat content is slightly higher. So when we mix milk from the two cows, then you compensate. So it also doesn't eat a lot. And most important, a lot of breeding has been done for this breed of cow to make it quite robust. It is a very hardy animal. It rarely falls sick.
Okay.
Some of the illnesses that we have to treat are the ones that we have talked about before that are hygiene related.
So it's something to do with you.
It's something to do with you, not the cow.
Yes.
If you have managed it properly,
yes,
we rarely get diseases from
the Ayrshire.
The Ayrshire's. And then number 3, when you look at it, its presentation is usually
very good.
It's quite good. And it is one of the things that a farmer, much as we are talking about dairy farming being a business, you also want to keep animals that when you look at it, they look presentable. So that's the Ayrshire. If a farmer doesn't have a lot of fodder, but you still want quality milk, a large volume of milk, you can keep the Ayrshire. So we have 2 others that we haven't kept, and one is Guernsey. As I said, it originates from the island of Guernsey. It is a slight variation of the Ayrshire. Somebody who is not familiar with the appearance of the Guernsey, you can easily confuse the Guernsey from the Ayrshire. Again, the production of the Guernsey is slightly lower than the Ayrshire. Sometimes they compete, but it is slightly lower than the Ayrshire. It is also bred for resistance and being hardy. It doesn't eat a lot, but the volume is also lower.
What about the butter content?
The butter fat content is better, slightly better than the Ayrshire, and of course much better
than the Friesian.
So that's the butter fat content. Now the 4th one is the Jersey. The Jersey is the smallest. It's a very beautiful, presentable cow when you look at it. It eats less, but it also produces less milk. However, that milk it produces has very high butterfat content. You get different varieties of the Jersey. Some of them bred to improve production, but even then, you still have an animal that is presentable. It is disease resistant. And you have good butterfat content. So that's the Jersey. Now, when you come to these breeds, even if it is the Friesian, again, in terms of breeding, you may want to breed. There are Friesians that are bred that are very big. You'll see people referring to them as giant Friesian or giant Holstein. It is all dependent on what your preference is.